Absolutely fantastic! Hello everyone, it's DiegoDoom here, finally bringing you another review. Today I'll be reviewing S.H.MonsterArts Rathalos. This version of Rathalos comes from the 2017 game Monster Hunter World. Rathalos is the fire-breathing wyvern most notably known as the King of the Skies. Imbued with a tough hide, sharp claws, sharp teeth, unmatched flight speed, and the ability to breathe fire, Rathalos is a fierce adversary for even the most experienced hunter. Rathalos is another fantastic release in the S.H.MonsterArts line. Let's jump right into it and take a close-up look. Rathalos has a great range of articulation. First, let's start with the head. We can look up, down, left, right. The mouth can open up nice and wide. The neck is comprised of several different ball joints that can move very freely. The shoulders have a great range of rotation. We can move them up and down and rotate them very freely. We have a nice bend in the forearm. The end portion of the wing is on a ball joint, can move very freely. In the upper torso, we can lean forward, backward, twist side to side, and lean side to side. The legs can kick forward this much, backward this much, come up to the sides this much. We have a thigh swivel. We have a bend in the knees. We have a bend at the ankles. The feet can tilt and swivel. The toes are individually articulated as well as the back heel spur. And then finally, we have our long multi-segmented tail comprised of several different ball joints here. This tail is extremely posable and definitely very cool. In the club portion, we have even more ball joints, and at the very end with the tip, it's on a ball joint as well. So it's definitely very cool. When it comes to sculpt and paint apps, Rathalos is absolutely fantastic. Starting from the top, the head has a fantastic, sharp, scaly, textured, weathered crimson sculpt. Each sharp scale has its own unique sculpt here. Towards the back of the head, we have large black spikes. The brow has an angular, dark spiked sculpt. The eyes have a blue paint app with gold irises and black pupils. Up close, the eyes look a little rough. They have this printed on-like application instead of being painted in. This is only something you'll notice if you're super close in on the eye, so it might not be that big of a deal. The snout has a sharp sculpt. The teeth have a rounded sculpt with a bone paint app. The teeth definitely should have had a sharper and cleaner sculpt here. I have to admit, seeing this bleed on the teeth is a bit of a letdown. The inner mouth and tongue have a fleshy, detailed sculpt. The wings have a massive, scaly sculpt with weathered crimson and tan paint apps. We also see the unique Rathalos pattern on the wing membrane with a dark brown paint app. The forearm has a muscular, scaly sculpt. On the thumb, going down the second finger, and at the end of the second finger, we have a series of textured, sharp spikes. The wing membrane has a fantastic, textured, scaly sculpt. The chest has a muscular sculpt with a weathered tan paint app. The legs have a large, scaly, textured muscular sculpt with a crimson paint app on the outside and a tan paint app on the inside. The feet are large and textured with sharp nails. The back has a nice, scaly, textured sculpt with a dark stripe going down the center. The tail has a nice, long, sharp, multi-segmented sculpt. At the end of the tail, we have the signature spike club with long, sharp, textured spikes. If you guys tuned into my unboxing live stream, then you know I picked up 2 Rathalos figures in case there might be some common QC issues. It looks like we might have 2 common issues that you might encounter. The overbleed on the teeth is consistent on both my figures, which is a bit unfortunate. Another minor issue I noticed, the last segment on the right wing is a little more loose than it should be on both figures. I fixed this issue by heating up the socket with a hairdryer and pushing the joint from the wing into the forearm a little bit further. For accessories, first we have our flame breath effect part with a nice translucent burning orange flaming sculpt that can easily be inserted into Rathalos' mouth. Next we have our pair of large flight wings. We have our nicely textured and detailed large wing and our smaller sub wing. To attach, carefully swap out the middle and sub portion of the wings with our flight wings. Finally, we have our nice large clear stand. This stand is very versatile. By folding the arms downward, we can place Rathalos onto the cradle, supporting Rathalos in neutral poses. To crank things up a notch and support Rathalos in flight mode, we need to return the arms to their neutral position, remove the cradle, attach the flight rod, attach the cradle to the flight rod, and then finally attach the flight support cradle to the top of the flight support rod. And now, after all that, Rathalos can take to the skies. Now, how does Rathalos stack up with our other figures? See for yourself. Rathalos turned out to be absolutely fantastic. The sculpt is well done, the paint-ups are crisp, we have some good accessories, and Rathalos is fully posable. The only thing I think we're missing is a fireball effect part for Rathalos. Hopefully they'll release an Azure Rathalos figure and throw in a fireball effect part for good measure for both figures. I absolutely recommend picking up Rathalos. Now, how much does Rathalos cost? I imported my Rathalos figure for $95, which is totally worth it. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more absolutely fantastic figure reviews. To see more S.H.MonsterArts reviews or another absolutely fantastic review, click the links on screen right now. Be sure to follow me on social media, definitely follow me on Twitch, and I'll see you guys in the next review.